Everybody. The next bit of information that I'm going to walk you through is for both Tuesday and Wednesday. So this slide says Tuesday, April 14th and Wednesday, April 15th, because your assignment gives you 2 days to work on it. So I'm not going to check in again on both days. So if you have questions, make sure you double check this video, double check the slides on the tiny URL on that Google Drive, or stop into my Zoom if you have questions beyond just what this information covers. So your assignment for today and for Wednesday. So the assignment is actually due on Wednesday. If we think back to our original calendar, if we think back, we know that today we're starting by reading our article and answering our questions. And then tomorrow, this assignment actually needs to be completed for me and emailed. So I've given you 2 days. The article is a little bit longer, so I wanted to make sure you had enough time to do it and to give me really thorough responses so that you're ready to evaluate this article's credibility later on in the week. So let's go ahead and then jump again into our assignment for Wednesday. You have a couple steps to follow in order to accomplish your task. So first thing you need to do is you need to go ahead and read through the article. It is called "We're Reading the Coronavirus Numbers Wrong." So yesterday you had to choose an article of your own. I said it could have statistical connections, it could be related to math in some way, but it didn't have to. This article is going to force our math brains to do some work. So we're going to bring the worlds of English and math together and read about numbers a little bit. So if I click on this link, it'll take me to the article. Some things that I'm going to notice right away, it's from the New York Times. It's a .com article. We talked about analyzing those web domains yesterday. And I see at the top that it is an opinion piece. And so I'm going to be able to reference that article as I go through. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to answer the questions based on my article from the next slide. The next slide has these questions. It looks like a lot, but every question just has some different parts to it. So don't think about having to write a paragraph for every mini question. Just think about giving me a nice succinct response. So you're going to think about using the article. Tell me based on that article, how do we calculate the fatality rate for a disease and what's challenging about this process, especially when it comes to the coronavirus. How do the changing coronavirus numbers in China illustrate how numbers can provide a distorted picture of what's going on? So we're going to start to think about how numbers can tell a story and whether or not that story is true, reliable, credible, etc. We want to think about the role of the media according to this article. And we want to think about the advantages and disadvantages to that news cycle that we have. So we have access to social media, to this 24-hour news cycle. What are the benefits to this? What are some of the disadvantages? And then how does the fatality rate of COVID-19 compare to that of other diseases based on what we know right now? As we get additional information, the numbers might tell us a different story. So go ahead and think about how those numbers might change things as we go along. I want to make sure that you recognize that this is an opinion piece. It is based from the New York Times, so we know that as a source, the New York Times is generally very credible, but it is an opinion piece, so keep that in mind as you're reading. And know that when you are done, go ahead and just email me your responses. My email address is here at the bottom for you. Send me an email with those answers and your full complete sentences. Also, don't just give me bullet points here. We are high school students. You're also welcome to do this on a Google Doc if you prefer. I know today is only Tuesday. You have today and tomorrow, Wednesday, to work on this assignment. Again, if you have questions, see me on Zoom, shoot me a text, shoot me an email. I am here to support you. Have a great day, and we will see all of you later this week.